Welcome to the Hutts Hangout. Grab your blasters and blue milk because we're about to deep dive into the game where Hutts rule and three scoundrels draw. On this episode, we have Womprat once again.
The thing is, this morning when I was getting ready, it was like, do I put it on just for Aussie Mike?
He's back from
Yes.
his
So
trip
I
across
did.
the sea.
And I brought profit.
Okay. All right. That's a hint. Everybody would know by now, but yeah, that's a hint for later in the show. How are you?
Knackered. At some point today, my mate messaged me about 10 minutes ago saying they've turned around. So right towards the end of this episode, I'm going to get a knock at the door, dropping a battery off.
Okay.
One of my mates has had to drive 150 miles to go pick up a battery to drop it off to me. Otherwise, it wouldn't be posted until next week.
What sort of battery?
It's for the front wheel, for
Oh,
the
right.
wheelchair scooter thing.
Yep.
So I can get out and about, because at the moment, for the last week, I've actually been stuck in the house.
Okay.
It's kind of sucked.
Yeah.
But it's good fun. It's good fun. I've kept myself busy. We've done loads of June shit. I'm loving the community at the moment. So yeah. How about yourself? How have you been?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Work's just been a bit fucked, but just trying to do another manager's job as well. But yeah, I'm getting there. I'm enjoying the weekends where I just literally do nothing. But yeah, looking forward to tonight. We've got
Yeah.
not a lot of news, but big topics, right? So yeah.
Well, one very big topic and one other topic,
Oh, all
and
right.
that's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I don't know whether you could even call it a topic. It's just yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. We've got a funny segment for you guys. It's
Yes.
probably going to make you all laugh because it's just like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
let's
So
move on from that.
I also got a Steam Deck. Stream Deck, sorry, not Steam Deck. Stream Deck for
Yep.
Father's Day last week. So I messed around with a little bit of it. So I've got some buttons and some you know, sounds, and over the weeks I'll start to get a bit more adventurous, and it should be
Yep.
fun. I'm enjoying. I'm looking forward to it. Guarantee something's gonna fail, but yeah.
So this is just information for you guys and for Aussie Mike. My entire streaming PC, including opening OBS, opening StreamBot, the music, even the connection to this PC, is all done through my Steam Deck. Stream Deck. It's literally a load of buttons, and it's like connect to PC, screens, the BRB screen, starting the what's it. All of it's run through there because of StreamerBot, and
Oh
that's
yeah.
it. Because of how StreamerBot can be, I can open everything and be done with it.
I'm
So
I'm
yeah,
still not really too adventurous with it yet. Mainly just noises and um swapping around a couple of scenes and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with it. Thrawn Hub, I think mine was like $70 Australian or $80 Australian.
yeah,
It's Elgato brand, I think is the name of it.
yeah. So the Elgato brand is the better version of them. There are others that are cheaper, but you want the software more than anything else. The software for the Stream Deck itself integrates with everything.
Oh
So
yes, yeah, that was
OBS
easy.
and StreamerBot.
Mm,
Once you've got it integrated with OBS and StreamerBot, you can do whatever the hell you like.
yeah,
Like I said, I run mine to open OBS, opens my StreamerBot, opens my music, starts playing my music, opens my Discord, joins the channel, mutes itself, puts the OBS screen to um publish, so like streams the OBS screen so I can hear it when I log in on my main computer.
Okay.
And it's like, that's one button.
Yeah.
One button and everything opens. And it's just like, yeah. If you are getting into streaming, my only advice is consider how many buttons you will really need. If you are going to be able to get away with like what Aussie Mike has, I think you have what, 9 or
6.
12?
No, I've only got a 6 one.
6.
Mm.
Yeah.
But you can make
So,
folders, and then like I've got a scenes folder,
yeah.
and then there's another 5 buttons within that. So realistically, there's
Yeah.
like, a
Yeah.
lot.
But this is what I was going to say is consider it as, do I really need more buttons or not? If you are always going to be like myself, mine is, I do have folders, I do have multiple pages and everything else, but I run it's 8x4. So I've got like 30 plus buttons on one screen.
Yeah.
32 buttons. And my old PC controls fit on one screen. And that's it. So when I'm streaming, I've got one screen open, but when I game and I've got it on a KDM, so I can just switch over to my gaming PC. If I'm just gaming for me, like I was yesterday, I move it over and I've got a whole different set on this PC for the controls. So it just depends what PC it's on. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you've got questions in my Discord, there is a bit about OBS and that lot. I do need to add a section for the stream bot stuff and make walkthroughs. So you're more than welcome to ask. You're more than welcome to message us if you get stuck with anything. I'm effectively tech support for the entire community of SWGoH for streamers, so it doesn't bother me.
Don't
You can
message me
message
yet.
anytime.
I've had it for a week, and this is the first time of me running it all, so don't ask me questions yet. Yeah.
Yep. He's got to learn the difference between scene selector and scene selector where studio mode's open.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's got to learn that bit yet. He will.
Yeah.
Don't get us wrong, but he
Yeah.
needs to learn it.
Yep. All right. So do I get to try out my first button?
Yes,
All
you
right.
do.
So let's hit some news. All right. So the news for this week is we haven't got any of our conquest. What was it? Conquest.
Conquest rewards are still missing.
Yeah, but they had a name for
guys.
it. Community milestone. Community milestone thing. Yeah. From
the community
conquest.
milestone rewards are still missing.
Yeah.
If anybody sees them, please direct them to our accounts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, the biggest news of this week. Would you like to say it, Mike, or do you want me to say it because I'm freaking hyper?
If you don't know what's happened yesterday, like, or today for me, you've probably been living under a rock because, yeah, it's been everywhere. We've got
on Thursday, we had a message from Meathead in Discord saying if this post gets 100 Jolly Rogers and everything is okay, and he's given the go-ahead, tomorrow we will have the Hondo kit. Within about an hour, it had more Jolly Rogers than needed.
Yeah.
Substantially more. And then last night, we got the Hondo kit. Holy shit.
Well,
we're going to be in.
It was less than that even. It was like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, it would be today for you, but it was last night for me and last night for anybody in the US.
Yeah, 14 hours ago for me. So I haven't even finished my day yet.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the news in the morning. So and then we talk about it in the evening.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, like the Hondo news, I went through it. Initially, I was playing Helldivers with friends. I was working my way through slow. And I was noticing things because I was working through slow. And we're going to get to go through all the stupid bits all the weird interactions that we've already noticed. We might have to do it in a little bit of a weird order. I haven't told Aussie Mike that bit yet
Hey, I just read
because
it.
we kind we kind of need to go through the leadership and the uniques before the abilities.
Okay, we can do that.
And there is reason. There is very valid reason for that.
Yep. No.
So we're going to be trying to make it as easy for you guys to understand because this kit is not an essay. It's not an SIB any means. There are kits way, way longer. However, it is complicated. It is a very complicated team. So, Aussie Mike, would you like to move us to the newsroom?
I'll
I
press
mean,
the button.
the screen where it shows the news.
Woo! Worked.
Right.
But now,
I was initially joking about this. Oh, he will be our first support. We
you
may
want
as well do the
leader
top bit
first?
first. Yeah, we'll do the
Okay.
top bit first because there is bits in the top bit
Oh, sorry.
as well. So he is a support GL, which is pretty goddamn nice, to be very honest. Dark Side, Renew, Scoundrel, Smuggler, Order 66 Raid. Potentially, this is going to make a raid team that's just a joke of easy. I love the fact that it's like its title is Snatch Document from
Yeah.
Meathead's Hand. And then it's written as if it was Hondo speaking to you. Like, it's so done well. So I really like the start of this, and yeah. The attributes, we'll be going through all this as we go, but holy shit. Very first lines, taunts, please. Literally, you can ignore taunt with this team. Just outright ignore it. The whole team.
Yep.
That is, yeah, massive. Then it's got stuff for counter Sith, counter Jedi. You're going to have profit through the ears. Honestly, I really like it. I really do. So, although I'm not excited about pirates, I've been excited about the kits. And that's the difference.
I,
We've been excited about the kits in weird, weird ways.
yeah. I think that, like I don't know half of the pirates, right? They're not a faction that I'm excited about, but I am excited about GL Hondo, right? It's a new character. We're gonna have new team. We get that exciting part where we've got to find all the counters and is the suggested team the one we actually will use, and there's all that sort of testing and trying out new things is exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. Absolutely.
Yeah. I am really looking forward to it, and we will be talking a little bit about counters as we go, because certain things really do stand out and really do shut certain teams down. So there are going to be certain teams that we know are going to just get trashed, and there are going to be certain teams where we think it's going to work. They have come back with the mod set recommendations. I'm going to be honest, the speed is probably right. I don't know about the tenacity. I really don't.
What are you
So
thinking?
one of those. I'm thinking a defense set, to be
Okay.
brutally honest, because if I can make him a bit more annoying to deal with, and he passes a lot of the shit around. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. That's interesting.
The the other thing is it's like, okay, so it's speed tenacity. I'm also thinking speed arrow, offense triangle, offense cross. And then it will be probably more protection based because of one of his potential counters. So more protection based than health. So I'm probably going to go protection circle. And yeah, I'm already thinking, how can I potentially screw with your counters? So yeah, he is an interesting character to mod. Unlock, you need everything. It says bring your credits and maybe a bribe. Okay.
And you're going to be ready, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will be taking him to Relic 9 and Silvo currently to 7. Hoping to get Silvo to 8 and potentially even Silvo to 9.
Yeah. I'll also be
So,
ready. So
yeah. So, a little bit about the unlock. The second that this is unlockable, I will be hitting go live. As of Tuesday, when we finish the June stream for the day, I will set up to go live instantly. So the second that this event is available, I will have the title in place, we'll have the game in place, and it will literally just be poke the button and go. So that is the plan there. We are going to be pretty much straight ready to go.
a
Is he
suggested team?
is he
Oh,
yeah, suggested team we know about. There is very good reason why I think this is the right team. And it was like originally before we had this kit, we're talking Hicks might go in there, which would probably drop for Silvo, and Vane might still be Quigold. Now, seeing everything that's in there, no, no. The next one is quite funny, though. The next one is quite funny. One of his abilities says leader pirates and smugglers gain this. Hondo gets it twice. So he gains 6% speed and he gains 60% offense. That is going to be pure disgust. I already kind of fear how hard he could hit, which is where I want to play into the offense game.
yep.
Because generosity is good business. Yeah, okay. And yeah, it just says too much profit on older characters.
Yeah.
I understand why they've done this. Loads of people are already whinging that you can't use like Sana with him and you can't use Nest with him effectively. And it's like, yeah, but you kind of don't want them to be doing broken shit. That's
So
what it comes down to.
when we get to the end, I want to ask what you think the Maz team will be, because obviously we're you seem fairly confident that this will be the Hondo team. So yeah, we'll get to that at the
Yep.
end of everything, but that's something I do want to chat about as well.
Yep. I've actually sat down and gone through the Maz team, and I think it will actually be quite strong.
Okay.
So I've already sat down and done.
Yep.
I
All right.
did that like about 8 a.m. this morning when I was still bouncing in bed because of excitement for Hondo. It was like, but let's have a look at the actual Maz team for a minute. And it's like, ooh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Maz team's pretty nice.
All right. So where do you
So
want to start with him with Hondo?
we'll start with the ultimate,
Okay.
and then we'll just show the image for the ultimate.
Yeah. Okay.
Because the
Yes.
ultimate is a bit massive. This is where it's a wordy soup. So
All right.
yeah.
I'm reading. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So the ultimate is mutual gains for me, in brackets. So you need to. So unlock is relic 1. Is that something new?
Yes, that's the same as always. You
Is it?
have to have them at relic to have the ultimate on.
There you go. All right. Guess I've never really noticed. All right. So ultimate charge. Pirate King Hondo Naka gains 1% ultimate charge whenever a pirate ally gains a stack of profit, and 2% ultimate charge whenever a pirate ally uses an ability that steals buffs. All pirate.
So we'll have to break these down because
Okay.
they are massive chunks.
Sure.
Even just that is insane. So that 2% ultimate charge, we've got every single one of his recommended team on their specials steal buffs in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
Or on their special 2 steal buffs.
So do you think
That
the wording of that 2% ultimate charge whenever a pirate ally uses an ability that steals buffs,
yeah,
it's purely one, like they use
yeah,
the special and it gets 2% charge, or will it be 2%
yeah.
per
No.
buff?
So the wording on that says to me that it's 2% per time that they use the ability,
Yep.
regardless of buffs stolen.
Yep.
So you've got a lot of buffs that are being stolen by Silvo, Brutus, Vane, and SM33. It's going to be very quick to get your ultimate charge. Next bit.
Yep. All right. So all pirate and smuggler allies are revived with 100% health. All enemies lose 25% turn meter, doubled for Jedi and Sith, which can't be resisted. Jedi and Sith enemies also have their cooldowns increased by 2. Enemies gain critical damage up, defense up, and offense up for 2 turns.
So how I read this initially is I was skim reading. I missed that first section. All pirate and smuggler allies are revived by 100% health. I literally missed it. Holy shit. We have got a layer on steroids on our hands.
Yeah. And means you don't need kicks.
Yeah. You do not need kicks. You just need to get the ultimate charge and every fucker stands back up.
Yeah.
Now, I have skipped a piece on purpose. We are going to talk about it in a little bit. Don't worry. I know somebody has just messaged me saying you missed this. Don't worry. There is reason. The Jedi and Sith, it can't be resisted. It also is 50% turn meter instead of 25%. This is shutting down JMK. It's shutting down JML. It's shutting down Lord Vader's. This is literally just ripping teams to pieces.
So even though JMK, you can't manipulate the turn meter because it can't be resisted, he will also still lose the turn meter?
That's something we still need to look at. Still need to see if it happens.
Yeah.
I don't think it will, but the other things further down basically shut down JMK. There's other bits that shut down JMK more than that turn meter.
Okay.
The enemies gaining buffs is important as well. Remember, we steal a lot of buffs with this team.
Right. Yeah.
Their increase being knocked is fine. Them then gaining a shit ton of buffs for us to steal, even better.
Okay. Because I read that as I was reading, I don't know whether you heard the hesitation. I'm like, enemies gain?
Yeah.
Wait, have I read that wrong? Like,
Yeah.
why would you be wanting to? Yeah, but no, it makes sense now.
My initial brain went, oh, we're giving them shit for ultimate. And then I remembered, hang on, how many fucking buffs do we steal? And the whole team's just stood back up.
Yeah. True.
And they're increasing their cooldowns. Yeah, that's just horrible.
Yeah. True. All right, next one.
Bit.
Yep. So Pirate King Hondo then inflicts what is tenacious agreement?
Nation agreement, yeah.
I don't think that's tenacious, but agreement on all enemies for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, evaded, or resisted, and grants favorable terms to all pirate allies for 2 turns, which can't be copied, dispelled, or prevented. So tenacious agreement is 10 speed, deals 30% less damage to characters with favorable terms.
So we'll go through that bit before the next bit.
Okay.
Them gaining 10 speed isn't the end of the world. It is only 2 turns. But that could be dodgy. But 30% less damage to the rest of the pirate team is going to be horrible. Right, favorable team.
Yep.
Watch what happens, because this is just discussed.
Okay, so favorable terms is 20% critical, plus 20% critical chance and offense. Recover 10% protection at the start of this character's turn. Gain a bonus turn and grant Pirate King Hondo 2 stacks of profit when defeating an enemy with tenacious agreement. Whenever an enemy damages character with favorable terms, they are inflicted with 1 stack of off balance for 2 turns, which can't be evaded. Pirate King Hondo gains 2 stacks of profit.
So I did say before, I purposely skipped a piece about profit. This is where I wanted to talk about it. So, favorable terms gives you 2 stacks of profit, or if you inflict damage on a one, it gives Pirate King Hondo 2 stacks of profit. Each one of those stacks of profit is 1% of his ultimate charge. So he's already charging up potentially 4 or more percent straight away.
Yeah.
We are going to talk about something in a little while, or I think it is in his leadership, which is the next one that I would like to cover,
Sure.
or his uniques that makes it even better. There is things that make this even better, but holy shit, off balance is an annoying fucking thing. The fact that this is on recovery, you're gaining 10% protection for your 100% character that's just been revived, critical chance and offense. Yeah, okay. This is horrible. This is pure horrible.
Okay.
So when you think that's just the ultimate, that's nothing special, that is just the ultimate that we've covered. Holy shit. I love the ultimate. I really do. However, just quickly show the image for the ultimate, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
That is the most important thing. We've got to show the skill for the ultimate. There you go. There we go. Look at that beautiful artwork from Meathead.
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful artwork. Love it. Love it.
So why is it red and green?
Because it's how his armor is.
Okay.
Like he's got like a red and green top on.
Okay. All
I just love his little pet on his shoulder is even in the image.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll be funny. It would be funny if that was the actual ultimate image. We know it's not, but Meathead just makes us smile in stupid ways when he does
What is
stuff
he
like
holding? Do you know?
that. Probably kind of bear. No, it's
Wouldn't.
something.
Yeah.
But
It definitely kind of looks like it could be a drink, or maybe like a data pad or something. I don't know.
God knows. But it could be bear. That we'll go with bear.
Uh,
We'll go with that
I'm
he's
happy with
holding a
that.
bear.
Yep. All right.
Right.
Leader.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the fun bit, guys. So yeah.
Okay. All right. So the leader ability is called Pirate King, self-proclaimed. Final text is at the start of the battle, all pirate allies and all smuggler allies gain 30% offense and 3% speed. Pirate allies also gain 35% defense and 25% tenacity and are immune to fear, healing immunity, shock, and turn meter removal. If there are no light side allies, all pirate allies gain lightning raid for 1 turn, increased to 2 turns if the enemy in the leader slot is a Jedi. Guessing you want to stop there?
Right. Yeah. This is mental. At the start of battle, all pirates and smugglers gain 30% offense is bloody deadly. The fact that Pirate King Hondo is gaining 60%. Oh, okay, okay. They also gain 3% speed, so for every 100 speed, you're looking at he's going to be a 400 speed character, maybe even 500. He's looking like adding 3 speed per 100, so what? 15 speed
Yeah, probably.
potentially.
Yep. The one thing that
That's
is
pretty
interesting,
nice.
it actually hasn't got any like cooldown or the first 3 turns they've got that bonus. It's a all the battle sort of
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, so all the buffing is for the whole battle, the
Yeah.
immune to fear, shock, and everything else. The lightning raid, it deals 20% more damage and can ignore taunt. So for that very first turn, what's taunt?
Or 2
I
turns if it's a
ignore.
Jedi enemy. Yep.
Yeah. So for something like JML, which loads of people were there going, "Oh yeah, I'll just JML this." All of a sudden, JML's just going to get ignored, and the rest of the team's going to get nuked.
Yeah.
It is going to basically destroy all. His leadership is really goddamn strong, and the next tiny bit is probably the most critical bullshit that we need to read.
The
So, next bit.
Pirate King Hondo gains 2% ultimate charge whenever a pirate ally uses an ability that steals buffs.
Yep, so he also gains 2% ultimate charge whenever they use a special, and all the specials steal buffs. He's gaining 4%.
Okay. Yep.
Now do you see why this gets stupid fast?
So it's doubling up on the one that's in the ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, he is going to fly through his ultimate.
Yeah.
Absolutely fly through it.
Because you would have most of the first time the rest of his team goes, so they're going to be, 4% by 2 characters. Because there's 2 that steal buffs, right?
Well, there's out of the whole team, all 4 of them steal buffs.
Okay, all right. So yeah, so you got 16% the first lot of turns.
Oh, it gets worse.
Okay.
It's not 16% in turn 1.
Okay.
You're looking substantially higher. So keep that number in mind.
Okay.
That you're at 16% after everybody's done one special.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about where he actually starts.
Okay. All right. So the start of Hondo's turn, if there are Sith enemies, daze them for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted. All right.
And there is the get fucked Treya, get fucked Bane, because he's dazed and he can't get away with it. That is basically, and all your big Sithy teams that would usually hit this are not going to work. Because it can't be dispelled, evaded, or resisted.
Yeah, okay. All right.
So Bane's fucked, and so is Treya.
Yeah.
They're out the window just from that line.
Okay, so if the enemy in the leader slot is a Jedi, pirate allies gain 10% offense and 4% speed. Whenever an enemy Jedi attacks out of turn, they take damage equal to 3% of their max health, and all pirate allies gain 2% offense stacking for the rest of the battle. This damage can't be evaded and can't defeat enemies.
So, this is where we need to talk about something from a couple of weeks ago. Meathead confirmed it's from the top down, how things are stacked. So, Pirate King Hondo has got 60% offense.
Yep.
And later he will gain, if the enemy is in the is a Jedi, he will then gain 10% of his total offense. No, not total, because it's not maximum. So he will gain another 10% of his offense with
I think it's 70. Yep.
He will also gain the 4% speed. Holy shit.
Yeah, right.
That is going to get painful very, very fast. The fact that then they attack out a turn, this now shuts down JML. They take 3% max health damage. And they stack 2% offense, which means that will include the 70% that's already stacked on. You take 2% of that total and you stack it.
Yep, that sounds good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound terrifying at all.
Yeah.
It also can't be evaded or resisted and cannot defeat enemies to the 3%.
Yeah, yeah.
This is that, oh God, please no. Please no. Like, it is terrifying, this part is. And we're not even in the moves yet. We're just looking at what he's doing to the rest of the team.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, overall here, you're making Brutus into a monster because he's just going to hit seriously goddamn hard. And the thing is, he is a scoundrel pirate. So he isn't smuggler, so he is only 30%. But okay. You've got Jod, which is a scoundrel pirate again. Okay, fair enough. I don't think he's no. You've got Vane, which is again scoundrel pirate. So Vane is taking that 35% defense, a tenacity. He's turning that into a problem. Remember, Vane's defense is bloody high.
Yeah.
Where are we? I'm at 67% without any defense set. And I'm planning on changing him out to a defense set now. I want to get him over the 100%.
Yeah, because at the
Make him
moment I've got him
terrifying.
in I've seen you through my initial modding, right? I've
Yep.
got him in health sets. I'm trying to
Right.
go for that health, but
Like I'm thinking defense sets with health primaries.
okay.
That's where my brain is going. Because this is why we wanted to do this as the talk, guys, because just from this leadership, you're already looking at potentially changing up Vane. You're looking at changing up Smee. Because
Yeah.
if you haven't got Smee in an offense set already, you will now want Smee in an offense set because he's going to hit substantially harder. Because Smee, although he is a pirate droid and scoundrel, who's only gaining 30%, mine is sat at 10k. 30% of 10k, I'm looking at 13k now. You
Mm,
gain another 10% of that, you're looking at 14k.
yeah.
He hits fucking big. And I have not got him in the perfect mod set yet.
I've got
So,
both Brutus. Well, Brutus is 11.6. Smee is 11.4 for
yeah,
physical damage at the moment.
11.9 on Brutus.
Okay.
And yeah, again, you're probably going to want to tweak your Brutuses to be a lot more twisted towards offense.
Okay.
And that's just off this lead, guys. Just off the lead, we're looking at tweaking Brutus, Smee, Jod. I've already talked about before that I don't know how I really want to mod him yet. I'm just thinking raw speed over everything. And maybe that's going to pay dividends with the 3% extra speed and the 4% extra speed if it's a Jedi team. I think that may work. But the fact that we're already looking at modding the team instead of the individual character, because we're getting so much from his leadership alone.
Yeah.
Let's look at the unique.
Yep.
Unique 1, then unique 2, obviously, but unique 1, because this is where it goes even more crazy.
All right. So
The very first line, we already knew it was coming. We'll just ignore the first line.
okay. All right. So
We know
unique.
profit is uncapped.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Unique 1. It's not personal. It's profitable. So like Womp said, the max for profit is removed with Hondo. So at the start of the battle, if Hondo is in the leader slot, all pirate allies gain 5 stacks of profit. Hondo gains an additional 2 stacks of profit for each relic amplifier he has. Max of 9 levels, which is interesting that they've written that in there. Whenever an allied pirate attacks out of turn, they gain a stack of profit.
So we're going to stop there for a minute, and we're going to do some basic maths for everybody here. A Relic 9 Hondo is going to be sat at 18 stacks of profit with 5, so that's 23 stacks of profit.
Yep.
The rest of the team has 20 stacks of profit over them, so that's 43 stacks of profit. That's 43% towards your ultimate.
Yeah, right.
Turn 1, you're already over 50%. With that 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hondo is going to be very, very, very goddamn quick to ultimate.
Yeah. Okay.
Now do you see why this is absolutely
Okay, but
bonkersly fast to ultimate?
are you gonna want to do the ultimate quickly, or are you gonna wait till someone's like dead?
Um, I would be tempted to hit the ultimate quick, and then you're going to, because of all the out of turn attacks that we'll be talking about later,
Get
you're
back
going to
around
be
to it.
back round to ultimate within 3 or 4 turns.
Oh, that's
You're going to
tenuous
be
as
back.
well. I realize what the
Yeah,
word is. Tenuous agreement.
yeah. So you got tenuous agreement. You're also getting the buffs back. Basically, Hondo's unique one, if that was just that, I would have loved it. But it's the next bit that makes it even more hilarious. So,
All right.
yeah, the out of turn attacks gaining profit. It now doesn't matter if you're using a special. So, just to give you a hint, specials steal buffs. So, that's 4%. And then they're gaining another stack of profit. So, every time anybody attacks out of turn, they're gaining 1%. Or
Mm-hmm.
if they use a special, they're gaining 4%.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is ridiculously good.
Yep. All right. So whenever pirate allies are damaged by a Sith or a Jedi or a Sith enemy, they gain a stack of profit. Whenever Pirate King Hondo uses a special ability, all pirate allies gain 2 stacks of profit. While pirate allies have 15 or more stacks of profit, they receive 10% less damage. And while they have less than 15 stacks of profit, they gain 10% turn meter for each turn an enemy takes. So, yeah, they're not going to get
So,
looped around by
yeah,
Mon Mothma or someone.
you're not going to be able to get a turn meter loop on them because they're going to keep going
Yeah.
on turn meter if they got low profit. If they have got high profit, you're still fine. Remember, you start at 10 stacks.
Well, you're probably
Every
dead.
time they no, sorry, you start at 5 stacks. Very, very quickly, you're going to be stacking up profit because Hondo uses a special. Oh, look, here's now 7 stacks. Oh, look, you've got damaged by a Sith or a Jedi. Here's 8, here's 9, here's 10, here's 12.
Yeah.
It's going to race up to that 50, let alone the fact that the rest of the team give bloody profit, let alone the out of turn attacks, which it says above, give stacks of profit. There's a lot to go through here, which is why I wanted to go through in a weird order, because there's a lot to. Now, the next bit, the unique 2, is the Galactic
Normal.
Legend Zeta. This is normal.
Yep.
However, I'm just thinking about this. You're not going to really need health or protection on Hondo, but the reduced damage by 30% when he's also taking reduced damage by 10% or higher, and he's got a tank,
And all the defense.
he's going to be a pain in the ass,
Yep.
which is why I'm very tempted to go defense.
Yep. Fair
Like,
enough.
combine up all this, just the leadership, the unique. I am very, very tempted to go defense sets on him. I'll still want a speed set so that I can get the ridiculous speed out of him,
Yep.
so that we can start looping people. But he's going to automatically, straight away, start of the fight, he's going to have more than 15 stacks of profit. He's going to be taking 10% less damage, plus the 30% less damage. Combine that with a decent amount of defense. Oh, God, this is going to be a horrible team to hit.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm thinking, initially, on defense, this team is going to be disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. We haven't even got through any of his skills, and I'm already trying to think of something that's like nothing's really coming to mind that's
So
like
my initial thoughts
Jabba.
for counters, are definitely Jabba the Hutt, Leia, and maybe things like Ahsoka. Maybe. But Ahsoka's going to be rough.
Ahsoka wouldn't have the damage though, would she?
She may do. It's going to be rough because of Ezra. So it may be a non-Ezra team is better.
Yeah.
You're going to be relying on what's it to do all the damage. Sabine.
Well, she's the Jedi, isn't she? You got the
Shit,
Jedi
yes,
tag.
she is. So she's gonna get shafted as well.
Yeah.
So maybe the Ahsoka team won't. But it's one of those where it's gonna be we're gonna want it. I think is she an online force user or let me check. I've
Oh no,
got
she is
mine open
Ufu.
as it is. Yeah, she's Ufu, so
Yeah.
she'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's just Ezra Bridger Exile is a Jedi, so he could get
Yeah.
it could get interesting. It's
Yeah.
something that people will definitely want to try because if that can counter it, Ahsoka on defense is not the greatest of things. So if you can do it without Ezra, and say it was Ahsoka Tano, Fulcrum, Hoyang, Sabine, and Hera, and you get through it, and it's comfortable to get through Hondo, well, okay, I'll put Hondo on defense still because it's drawing Ahsoka off, which means you have to pick Ahsoka up off defense
Yeah.
to get through my Hondo,
Yeah.
which means you've got one less team on defense I have to worry about. That's where it's going to come down to, guys.
Yeah.
This is going to be a bit of a head screw team. And it's all going to be about, can I screw with your brain? Right. We'll go to special one. Not special one, basic.
Basic.
I need to pull up the pirate list because this bloody thing is long. Right. Right. Let's go through this because we're now at the basic. We've covered the uniques. So you guys know out of turn attacks are going to stack up profit. They're also going to give turn meter. They're also going to give this. Yeah, one of those. One of those. Right. Let's start.
All right. So this is the basic, which is pistol panache. Deal physical damage to target enemy and gain 1 stack of profit. If this ability scores a critical hit, all pirate allies also gain a stack of profit. If it is Pirate King Hondo's turn, call a random pirate attacker and a random other pirate ally to assist, dealing 2% more damage for each stack of profit on all 3 allies. If the target enemy is a Jedi or Sith, remove 2% turn meter for each buff and debuff on them. If any turn meter was removed, Hondo gains 3% ultimate charge. Do you want me to read the last bit?
Yeah. We'll go through this bit first because this is insane without that last bit.
Okay.
So that is 10 stacks of profit from his basic. I'll let that sink in. That's 10 stacks of profit from his basic. That's 10% ultimate charge.
Yep.
Off Hondo's basic.
Yeah.
Now, pirate attackers, Silvo is support and lead.
It's me and Brutus.
SM33.
Yeah.
And Brutus.
Yep.
Now, either of those are really going to be hard hitting. Smee's basic, deal physical damage to a target enemy, stagger them for 2 turns. If the allied leader is a pirate, which Hondo is, the target enemy can't gain bonus protection for 3 turns, and Smee gains defense pan for 2 turns. If the ability target, if this ability targets the first active enemy that damaged the allied pirate in the leader slot, remove 100% turn meter, inflict ability block, and daze. You have 2 chances to remove turn meter.
Yeah.
If it calls Smee.
Yep.
Which means 2 chances at 3% ultimate charge.
Yep.
If both do go off, you will lose and you will gain 6%. We'll go to Brutus's basic.
You got a 50-50 chance of being Smee over Brutus, so that's pretty good odds.
Just wait, it gets better. It gets better than that. So Brutus, deal physical damage to a target enemy twice and inflict breach for 2 turns, which can't be resisted. During Brutus's turn, if the enemy target is already breached, they gain speed up for 2 turns, and Brutus gains 1 stack of profit. So that bit doesn't apply. But he's giving breach, and breach, as we know, makes things go bye-bye.
Yeah.
So you're either double dipping on ultimate charge and turn meter removal, and you're already gaining freaking 10% bloody ultimate charge. So this is just adding a potential 16 to 13% ultimate charge. Or you're getting 10% ultimate charge and you're inflicting breach.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, you've got the other 2 that he will call randomly to attack. So this is why I wanted to do it this way. Vein's basic, deal physical damage to an enemy, target enemy, and inflict offense down for 1 turn.
Handy.
For each stack of profit on him, remember he's going to have a minimum of 5 at this point. Vein gains 20% stacking defense for 1 turn.
Very handy.
On his turn, if he has at least 5 or more stacks of profit, daze the target for 1 turn. So he can't daze you, but he is stacking up his defense. He's going to be at least stacking 100% defense.
Yeah, okay.
At least. He is already a bigger problem than we realize.
Yeah.
Vane, a lot of us have been saying he feels underpowered. Like his kit read beautiful. It was a blend of the best tanks in the game. And he's been a bit of a letdown. Combined with this, he is not going to be a letdown. He's going to be an invincible goddamn tank.
Yeah.
If Vane is called. The other choice is calling Silvo. Deal special damage to a target enemy, inflict them with evasion down for 1 turn. Okay, fair enough. If the enemy was staggered, which we've already been talking about. Oh, at the start of this ability, Silver gains turn meter equal to the amount he removes from the enemy. If the ally in the leader slot is Pirate King Hondo, all pirates recover 10% health and protection. So the choices are here. I heal a lot, or I make my tank tougher. That's who he's calling as his other one.
Yeah.
Yes, he does have a chance at calling in, does it say non-attacker? Or random attacker and a random other pirate. So he could call like Smee and Brutus. But if he calls Smee and Brutus, things are going to die.
Yeah.
Whoever he calls is a good thing.
Yeah.
It's either a ridiculous amount of damage, healing, your tank gets tougher. Yeah, okay. Okay. And now we'll just talk about the last bit, because this is where it gets better. Because if he crits, he gains a stack of profit. Ozzy Mike, can you do the honors of reading the last line
If
of
Pirate
how
King
broken this fucking is?
If Pirate King Hondo had 10 or more stacks of profit at the start of his turn, this ability is guaranteed to critical hit if able.
So he starts with 5 at the start of the game, and then here's where it gets worse. You're adding 18 for Relic 9.
Yeah.
You need him over Relic 3 to always be critting. Sending out profit to everybody, making everybody tougher or hit harder. This makes me feel sick inside that this basic is that level of strong.
Yeah. I
don't see anybody else's basic even.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next skill. Is it getting better or is it gonna get worse?
Oh, it gets scary.
Okay. All right. So special one is loot first, arcs later. So final text is all pirate allies gain 10 mastery stacking until the end of the encounter. Pirate King.
So we'll stop right away because although it looks tiny and mastery, this is on a cooldown of 4. So quite regularly going to be stacking. Just to go through for a reason. Hondo, we don't know his mastery stats yet. Silver is increase in crit chance, crit damage, deflection chance, and dodge. Okay, that's going to get annoying. SM33. His mastery is accuracy, damage, and defense pen. He's going to hit harder.
Yep.
We have Brutus, which is accuracy, damage, and defense pen, which means he's going to hit harder.
Yep.
Remember, most of these are going to be sat at 70 to begin with, which is the biggest you can do. So 80 is even bigger. You're looking at ridiculous figures here. Then you look at Vayne. His is armor, health steal, and protection. Your tank is going to get thick and annoying fast. And that's off one line of a special.
Yeah.
Now we'll do the rest of it, because the rest of it can be all covered as once. But holy shit, that mastery. Like,
sneakily good.
Yeah. That's probably the bit that I was like going, what?
Yeah.
As you guys know, I did a video on mastery. It is complicated. It is not an easy subject. It is very hard to cover. It's a headache. What I'll probably do is I will put that mastery video link in the YouTube video description. I will also try and at this point put a marker to say, right, here's the mastery video sort of thing. But yeah, I'll try and do that for you guys so you can all find it nice and easy.
Yep. Sounds good. All right. So Pirate King Hondo steals all buffs, excluding taunt effects, from the target enemy, resets their duration, and grants all buffs on himself, excluding stealth and taunt effects, to all pirate allies. Then he inflicts the opposite debuff, if any, on the enemy target for 2 turns. Dispels any remaining buffs on them and increases their cooldowns by 1. This ability cannot be resisted.
So, my exact thoughts reading this is, give me your buffs. Get fucked, bitches. That is the easiest way of explaining this. Holy shit. Steals all buffs, excluding taunt effects, and resets their duration and grants buffs to himself, and then spreads them to his team.
Yeah.
This is a buff stealing ability, which means he's also given himself the ultimate charge off this.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's charging his ultimate charge. He's stacking mastery. He's ripping your debuffs, giving you debuffs, the opposite of whatever buffs you had. He's pushing your cooldowns up. It's gonna get painful.
Yeah.
It's gonna get painful.
Like my first thought is JMK is not looking very happy.
No. Cat's gonna constantly get pushed back.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So in regards to a comment that we just had, it seems like power creep's a little out of control. I don't think Leia will have an issue beating this. I don't think Jabba is going to have much of an issue beating this. Although it does look like it's a very, very powerful kit, I think this more stomps on teams that forever we've had as big power teams. Like JMK has always been, oh, look, this has come out. Will JMK beat it? Yes.
Yeah.
Or does JML beat it? Yes. Okay. Where I think this just stomps on the right teams.
Yeah.
The fact that it can't be resisted Yeah, okay. That's going to be painful to begin with, but we'll
Mm,
see. We'll see. Like this is definitely a shorter one. And this is the one that I was really looking forward to.
special 2.
Yeah,
All right,
there
special
is
2.
something here, and I'll see if you can spot it.
Okay. Special 2, charismatic captain. Cooldown of 5. So final text is dispel all debuffs from all allies, and all pirate allies recover 30% health and protection and gain 25% turn meter. If Hondo has 10 or more stacks of profit, consume 10 of them, and all pirate allies instead gain 75% turn meter and speed up for 2 turns. For all other pirate allies to assist, and if Hondo consumes stacks of profit with this ability, call all other pirate allies to assist again.
Go on.
Jesus.
Where do you think I'm smiling so goddamn much for?
All the assists, right?
Yeah, that means all those assists give 2% turn meter,
Yeah.
2% ultimate charge, and all those assists are generating profit.
So that's 4,
He's
8, 16%, right? Is that the right number?
no,
You got
oh
2% per character. They
yeah,
all get.
8. So there's your 8
Yep.
stack. So 8%,
Yep.
which then goes again, which gives 16.
16.
They
Yep.
all then gain a stack of profit each
Okay.
because they attacked out a turn. So
Yep.
there's another 4.
Yep.
Is 20%
Yeah.
off his specialty.
Yeah. Right.
It is cooldown of 5. It is cooldown of 5. So, uh, okay. Okay. It is a bit rough. I would probably be doing special 1 into special 2. I don't know. I don't fully know
Mm.
how I would want to play this team yet. I haven't looked at it overall. But holy shit, this ability alone, that multi-attacking is going to give absolutely chaotic amounts of
You'd you'd kind of
ultimate
think
charge.
you'd kind of think that you would use this one first because you strip all the debuffs.
Well, if you can have him fast enough that he's going to be one of your fastest leaders, and he's faster than we don't know his speed yet is the issue.
Yeah.
I don't want to be using this to strip debuffs off me and recovering health protection, gaining turn meter when my opponent may have not put anything on me yet.
True.
I
True. True.
want to
True.
give them time to put debuffs on me so I can strip them off, gain the health and protection, and gain more stacks of profit. So when I consume the 10, I gain my 75% turn meter, I gain my speed up for 2 turns, and I go, I can do it again.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't want to be low on profit, is the main reason here. But holy shit, the combination of his leadership, his uniques, the basic is that level of good. And it just go to his thing. It's called all other pirate allies, so it doesn't call himself.
Yes.
That's what anybody says,
Correct.
oh, it's not calling Hondo. It doesn't call himself.
You said if it
Now,
called all pirate allies to assist, then it
that
would have
would be
been.
broken.
Yeah.
That would be really broken.
Yeah.
But all pirate allies gain 75% turn meter or 25%. That is massive. We could potentially be playing Hondo loop with this specialty. It would be a very short Hondo loop, but he might
Yeah.
get 2 goes pretty much back to back.
Yeah.
So the main thing to go from here, we're just going to quickly talk about the other characters for a minute.
Okay.
So Vane's kit, you may as well go to our 2 screens.
Yeah.
There we go. Vane's kit, his unique whenever a pirate ally gains a stack of profit, Vayne taunts for 1 turn. At the start of battle, if all allies are pirates, Vayne gains 50% max health protection. So he's going to be taunting right away. He's constantly going to be taunting with this kit. He's calling too many people constantly. Whenever another pirate ally takes damage while he's taunting, Vayne equalizes his health and protection with the weakest ally until the end of the battle. Gain 2 stacks of Boardwalk. If the ally in the lead shop is Pirate King Hondo, gain 3 stacks of Boardwalk instead. Whenever another pirate ally scores a critical hit while Vayne is taunting, remember, Hondo will always crit if he's got 10 or more. He recovers 10% health and protection, and Vayne, if Vayne has less than 50% health, he recovers 25% health and protection instead. So he's going to be a problem to bring down. Vayne has 20% plus 20% crit avoidance per debuff on him. So that's where that clearing of debuffs is not as fun. Whenever Vayne has debuffs dispelled on him, he gains protection up stats per 1. So start of the encounter, reduce damage from percentile effects, gains protection up. Offense up for all pirate allies. First time Pirate King Hondo falls below 25%. Dispel buffs on it, equalize health. That's just going to be mental. That is going to be mental on Vayne alone.
I don't think.
Then we have others
I don't
doing
like
other shit.
any of the, like, even think like Jedi Mace, Jedi Master Mace. What else have we had recently? Yeah, JML, JMK. I see struggling. Some really good teams are going to struggle against him, but yeah, I'm thinking Leia and Jabba.
Like
yeah,
Leia and Jabba are probably your biggest shout.
Yeah.
When it comes round to Brutus, this is the one that caught my brain for this team. So whenever a dark side pirate ally in the leader slot takes damage, Brutus gains 5% defense penetration stacking for the rest of the battle. Oh god. He's going to start hitting hard to begin with. So if you try and focus Hondo down, yeah, Vayne's going to be keeping him alive, and Brutus is just going to hit harder. If an ally in the leadership slot was Pirate King Hondo, whenever Pirate King Hondo takes damage, all pirates gain 1 stack of profit. So if you do try and focus Hondo down, they're all going to gain profit, which gives Hondo freaking his ultimate sooner. Okay, this is not broken. If Pirate King Hondo is an ally in the leader slot, the cap is removed. We already have that.
Yeah.
Is Darkside non-galactic legend? So that doesn't apply. Silver, yeah, okay. While Brutus has at least 4 stacks of profit, at the start of his turn, he gains 10% offense until the end of the battle. Max to 200% offense. When you think we were talking about that at the start, we've got what, 11k offense on a Brutus? That's 22k.
That was just an average remodding. Like they're fair way down my character list. So yeah.
So that's 100% is 22k. It's topped out 200%. He's at 33k offense.
Yeah. It's just a little bit.
We've seen what a 22k what's his name? The one on the Leia team with the gun that's annoying.
Drogon.
We've seen what 22k offense can do on him. Because we've seen it before. We've watched him just blow things out of the water for absolutely nowhere. It is going to be horrible. This is potentially going to be bigger And that's not requiring a Datacron to do it.
Yeah. Yep.
The first time Darkseid Arapire is defeated, Brutus assists himself twice. The next time, yeah, okay. Speed up expires, don't care. Right. Then this is where it gets fun. This is where it gets fun. We will now look at Smee. Now, Smee's is a little bit weird, and I love it. They're all scoundrels, so he's gaining 50% max health and offense. Oh god, he's already going to be hitting at about 16 to 17k offense. He's going to hit hard. Doubled if they're pirates. Who's actually gaining is it all other or each other? Yeah, so each other, so it's 80% max health and 80% offense.
Yep.
Just let that sink in for a minute.
Well, plus the ones
80%
from
offense.
Yeah, plus the bit from Hondo.
Plus the 30% from Hondo, plus if it's against a Jedi, 90 another 10%.
Yep.
There. Smee is going to hit seriously fucking hard.
So you'd be at 110%, 120 if it was a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it gets better. It gains defense up for 2 turns, which can't be dispelled prevented. Targets our ally leader slot. Gains 15% turn meter critical damage. While Smee has defense up, he can't be instantly defeated and receives 30% less damage. He's already receiving 30% less damage on top of that, and potentially 10% more less damage if he's over 10 stacks of profit. As we were talking, he's going to start with like between 6 to 7 stacks himself. It's not going to be hard to have him over 10% over that profit point, which means he's going to reduce damage by 70%.
And the call out to defense up there, that's in the ultimate where Hondo gives them defense up, which then they steal.
Yep. And now you're seeing why this is going to get disgusting. Now, after using his 4 unbucklers, he gains 2 stacks of heat at the start of battle. The rest of that is not massive. The first
really
time he is damaged in battle, he gains a bonus turn is the only bit there that's semi-relevant.
Okay.
It's just like, okay, so we've had 2 TW characters. I'm not looking at the TW side, guys. I will be probably jumping on with a couple of people to go through the TW stuff, because the TW stuff is just brain break. You sit there and you start doing the maths on it and it starts getting stupid. We'll now look at Silvo. Silvo is the last piece of the puzzle that we got, and this is absolutely balmy. This is why I loved this idea. At the start of Silvo's turn, if Brutus has more stacks of profit than Silvo, Silvo is inflicted with evasion down. Okay. There is a risk of that with this build, but that's fine. While Silvo has evasion up or evasion down, he has 125% evasion. So he is going to have evasion up or evasion down.
Yeah.
While Silvo has heal over time or protection over time, which is his own kit, he has 200% tenacity. While he has health steal up, he has 100% potency. While whenever another pirate ally gains a stack of profit, they recover 10% health. So those attacks out of turn are going to be healing.
So evasion down is remove 25% dodge chance. So even if he has evasion down and then gets the 125%, it's still 100.
Yeah.
I mean,
so even with evasion down, you're not hitting him.
It might not be exactly 100% if they do take 25%, it might be
Yeah.
125% of 75%. So it
Yeah.
could end up being what? 75, you're looking at what? 84 something percent.
Yeah. You're still looking at a good chunk
Yeah.
above.
Yeah.
It is going to be hard to hit. But what I was saying is, whenever they gain a stack of profit, recover 10% health. If they're full health, recover 10% protection instead. How much profit are we gaining already?
Mm.
They're going to be incredibly hard to bring down to 0% health. This is where initially my thoughts were, okay, so I'm going to try and jabber it, but I'm going to race to Jabba's ult to eat somebody. Because that's the safest option. I'm going to eat them.
Yeah. Because there's nothing in there about instant death immunity or anything
Instant
like
defeat
that.
immunity, no.
Mm.
There is on Smee, he can't be if he's some weird clause, but yeah, it's like, okay, that's annoying and painful.
Yeah.
Then we get into the last part of hers. Whenever Pirate King Hondo is in the leader slot, Pirate allies gain 100% defense and defense penetration and 50 speed and for 3 turns at the start of the encounter. Whenever Silvo loses a stack of profit, he stealths for 1 turn. If Pirate King Hondo, who is in the leader slot, the cap for profit is removed. 100% defense.
I think I'm gonna change my I've got health and what did I end up doing? Health and speed and health, sorry, for Jod or Captain Silvo, and Vane had health, so I might change those to defense sets.
Yeah, like the spare defense on Jod could be horrible.
Mm.
But all pirate allies gaining 100% defense, they already gained 30% defense
Yeah.
from Hondo. That's 130% stacked defense. That's gonna make me throw up inside.
Yeah.
Because we've seen what defense crons do at like 150%. We've seen defense crons kicking around with 300%. This is like having a defense cron without having the defense cron on there.
Is it worth doing like offense and defense sets on Smee and Brutus? Or you reckon
No.
just offense and crit?
I'm going to go offense, defense, maybe offense, health on those two because I don't want them dying. They are going to be the
Okay.
squishy ones
Yep.
of the team. Maybe offense and crit chance, but that will be a rarity. That would definitely be a rarity. I am going to be sat making a mod set on Hot Utils probably some point this week, and I will probably message you and say, do you want to make it public for me? So there will probably be a mod set out there for what I'm thinking with now it being the full team.
Okay.
So that will probably be out. However, this is a GAC character. So it gets worse because the main mode we all play, we all talk about, we all enjoy. Jod is the reason why this team is about to go mental. So consider putting his Omni on, is what I'm going to say here. So whenever an enemy has bonus protection, protection up, or shield up, attacks out of turn, they lose 10% of their max protection. They're literally losing protection.
Yeah.
Which means this team is going to hit hard. Things like QA are not going to counter this team.
Yeah.
Because
so
they
many
give protection
Jedi.
up, they give bonus protection.
Yeah.
It's not just that, it's just that line alone is going to shut QA down. You are going to end up with 0 protection and running on bonus protection only. So, okay. Whenever an enemy gains protection up, they are exposed for 1 turn. Woohoo! Let's get fucking annoying again. Whenever an enemy loses turn meter, all pirates recover 25% health and protection and gain 1 stack of profit. Congratulations, you're now feeding Hondo some more, and you're ripping turn meter off. Which, again, special 1 from Hondo into special 2, rip it all down. But also, that basic can strip turn meter because you've got a chance of calling Smee. You're constantly potentially going to be powering profit. You could very potentially, with a bit of luck, turn 2 to be very close to ultimate with Smee, with Hondo. Next bit, whenever pirate allies gain protection up, they gain 5% turn meter. Whenever Pirate King Hondo is in the leader slot, the first time a pirate ally is defeated, they have, if they have stacks of profit on them, revive them with 100% health and protection. So not only are you having to deal with killing them once, you're going to have to probably kill the whole team multiple times.
Yeah. Because of how quick Hondo's getting his ultimate, you basically will have to take out the team in between ultimates.
Yeah.
Or take
You're
Hondo
also
out himself.
You're going to have to potentially target Hondo first.
Yeah.
But the problem with that is Vayne's going to keep Hondo alive. Because he'll hit 25%, he'll then balance out, and Hondo suddenly shoots up to full health again. Vayne is going to be you have to kill him once, and then can I kill him before he reaches any stacks of profit for the second kill? So having a instant death that keeps them dead, so Nihilus or
Sith though.
Mando's gun, man. Shoot him out.
Yeah.
Thing. Anything like that can keep things dead. Because that is the important thing here. Keeping him fucking dead is going to be valuable to just take out Vayne. Because if you do not have to kill him twice, you are not running into the issue of, oh, I've killed him once. Okay. And now he's got profit again, so I've got to kill him again. Because the second he gains profit again, you're in trouble. Because he's going to be healing. He's going to be back to full health very quickly. Yes, he can't then do it through here. So you've at least got to kill the whole team twice. And it doesn't say that Pirate King Hondo cannot be revived this way either. So potentially you're going to have to kill Hondo twice. This is where this team became very disgusting very quickly when I started to read it.
Okay.
Because
this is starting to get pretty hectic.
It is that line. Whenever Pirate King Hondo Anaka is in the leader slot, the first time a pirate ally is defeated, if they had a stack of profit, they revive at 100% health and protection. That means Hondo can also revive. And then he can also revive the whole goddamn team.
Yep, okay.
You need stuff to keep them dead. The Datacrons for a while have had no revive mechanics in them. It might be that all of a sudden Ewoks gain a new set of Datacrons next time and there's a no revive on 6. You take it and all of a sudden Ewoks might be able to beat it. Just because you can kill off specific characters and keep them goddamn dead. That's going to be the main thing with this team, is trying to find ways of keeping things dead. It's not going to be easy by any stretch. Hondo is going to be a menace for a very long time. And that's just at lower levels. Do I think he's going to be terrifying at bigger levels? Hell yes. Absolutely hell yes. There is going to be a disgust for Hondo. Like, I think yes, Leia is definitely going to be an answer because you've got the 2 or 3 that can deal with it. I think Hondo is going to be answered by Leia. I also think Jabba is going to be a good answer. We did have somebody saying, "Oh, but Bausch stops this." Yes, that's why
But
Bausch
only when
stops
she's
the
got
assists.
only at the start when she's got that blue bomb on top of her.
Yes. Once that bomb's gone, then you can assist through.
Yeah.
It's one of those. Great Mothers may have a good chance here because Stay Dead mechanic and strips off the protection. But it's whether they're going to weather the storm of all those attacks.
Mm.
That's the thing to think about here is Great Mothers may be really good, could do some incredible shit, but how, in fact, I will have a look whilst we're on. Grab this, that. I'll go have a look at like the current state of play with Pirate. It will only be in 3s that I've got data. So let's go.
Mando has been
Still.
used a lot. I know that was a relatively easy counter for Thano. Boss Mando Grief.
I'm just having a look at it now for just the 2. It's not guaranteed. Like between 70% down to 0% teams.
Okay.
Like the standard format is 70 to 80%.
Yeah.
For Great Mothers, and that was Athano teams.
Yeah.
Hondo teams are going to be substantially harder. And remember, we've got no information for 3v3 yet. I wish I did. I'm going to have a look if I can find anything for 5s.
5v5.
With them. There's been 37 fights and 82% not guaranteed. So I think potentially with the buff stealing and everything else that team is doing, will Great Mothers work?
But
Maybe, if you get it right.
Is that user error though? Maybe the percentages.
User error usually I'd say is anything over like 85 to 90%.
Okay.
This is below 85%.
Okay.
So I think there is definitely something there that is you need to watch out. You definitely need to watch out for.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So what are your thoughts on like turn order in terms of the team? Hondos are more than likely to be going first, right?
Yeah, Hondo's definitely going to be going first. You don't need Vane to be going because he gains stats of profit, which gives him his taunt. So you don't need him to be fast. In fact, I probably want him to be ridiculously defensive and chunky as shit to make it really hard to get through it.
Okay.
Maybe a good stack of tenacity on him. Like base is at 100%. If you could stack up the tenacity, meaning when they try to remove debuffs, they've still got a tenacity check to do. Their potency ain't high enough. They're not pulling those debuffs off. Make him a very annoying tank.
Yeah.
So maybe like a tenacity set with defense sets, something like that. Make him really goddamn annoying. Then, so you're probably going to have him well and truly at the slowest. Then it comes down to, do you want Brutus, Smee, or Silvo? I'm probably going to say it's going to be a toss-up between Brutus and Silvo. Going to be a toss-up between those two as
Yeah.
the fastest. You want me to have buffs and debuffs when he attacks. You don't need him too quick, but you need him to basically be buffed at least. So I'm probably gonna say you're gonna want like Silver and Brutus pretty goddamn fast. I need to sit down and go through the kits fully to work out the primary order.
Okay.
Like I could sit here for the next 4 or 5 hours going, okay, so this gives this, this, and this buff. Then working out which the AI chooses first. Because remember, we also want the turn order for the benefit of the AI on defense.
Yep.
So there may be a different modded loadout, whether you're taking him on offense or defense.
Yeah, I
And
guess that's true.
that's where people need to start looking at. I look at the bigger accounts all the time. And there is 1 or 2 accounts that I look at religiously for stupid ideas. But when it comes round to working out the turn meter for something on defense, those accounts don't always look at that. They're looking at, I just want to be able to use this well. The only time they're looking at it is after a week of it being out and going, oh shit, why did mine lose and that one always get holds? What's different? Okay, so the speed's different. The turn order's slightly different. That's where they start looking at it. I try to look at it from now till Hondo's release to go, here is what I'm going to do. And this is why I do not mind spending hours and hours in Discord. And there are days where I'm just sat there working teams out. I've got like 10 teams now completely done. It took the better part of 2 weeks to do all the turn meter planning. My actual like loadout for 3s and 5s are very different now. And my loadout for 5s will include this team. R9. I'm hoping that I have the time to get Silvo to R9 before week 3 lock-in. The chances are the update will come after GAC lock-in, so we won't get it in time. The update is usually a Wednesday, so the second that that update drops, I will be unlocking, and then we'll try and do some testing.
Do you reckon
We'll
it'll be
see.
Wednesday we'll get him? That's what you're saying?
Most likely Wednesday we'll get him. There is then the event on the Friday. So it gives me time on Wednesday to unlock him on stream and
Double,
do the
triple
record
drops.
unlock for videos. Double drops on the 19th, triple drops on the 20th if you've got him unlocked. I will be in full recovery mode. I will be in full recovery mode. There is no doubt about that. I need to use those double and triple drops to recover all my gear and everything else. What will the 3v3 team be? It's definitely going to have Vayne. It's definitely going to be Hondo Vayne. And then it's going to come down to, do you want to hit hard or do you want to be an annoying little twat? I think on defense, it's going to be Hondo, Vayne, Silvo.
Yeah.
Because the revive mechanic means you've then got to now take a anti-revive team of some description. Or
Yep.
you're just going to potentially be high-risk timeout. On offense, I would probably be taking Smee or Brutus with Vayne. I'd still be taking Vayne because I want to hit like a freight train. So it will depend on, are you on offense? Are you on defense? And I think initially in 3s, Silvo, Vayne, and Hondo are going to be a problem. I think that team may just be a timeout risk in 3.
Until we
We
figure
are
out.
also,
Yeah.
yeah. we are also losing the Dracron, the Dark Raycron, going into the next set of 3s. So, yeah.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's also another
I
option. SLKR.
Yeah, I was going to say that may be a good option
Mm.
as a counter to this.
Yep.
Leia is potentially my go-to initially. Jabba might be really good. Slacker with his no revive capability.
Mm.
Rey with her no revive, that may be a really nice counter to this actually, because that damage immunity constantly, meaning they can't get going again, meaning they're not getting as much profit output. Maybe. Rey might be a sleeper counter to this, a really nice sleeper counter. So that's where my brain is going. You've got Jabba, you've got Leia, you've thinking about it, you've probably got Slacker and Rey as potential counters. But remember, there is going to be a Datacron for him. It is likely to be a menace of a Datacron. Going into 3s with a brand new Datacron on a brand new GL. Yeah, I don't know what to say here for you guys who say there will be counters. But I don't see week 1 being clean. Because remember, before Datacrons came out, week 1 was still work the fuck out of this team. You combine that with Datacrons. Datacrons have been known to take us longer to find decent counters. But then you combine that with a brand new team that's horrible. By all respects, this is a horribly strong team. Okay, well, what the fuck am I doing?
Attacking very
Look,
late and watching like Calvin Awesome, Arnold, and that have a go first.
yeah, I'm going to be very honest. When the round opens for 3v3, I will be going, okay, so who attacks first? This person, this person. Who attacks next? This person, this person. You'll probably find I will go to sleep at midday because I don't stream the day it opens. I stream the next. I am probably going to go to sleep at midday, wake up at 10 p.m. and go, right, scribe first. Let's see what happens. And watch every single one through the night.
Yeah.
Go through to Calvin, go through to Zareth sometimes does late streams. Go through to like Sandflies, go through to everybody else. See what the fuck they're using.
Hope
I
Tassanex
may
hasn't got
even
a rhodium.
yeah, hope that Tass doesn't have a lovely double Erodium fight.
Yeah.
Because yeah, answers.
Yeah.
Answers on a postcard. Ask nicely and see what Sacha potentially used. I'm not that high up. I'll just message him directly. Ask bloody TJ, what the fuck did you use? Ask bloody other players that I know that are strong. And go, what the fuck did you use?
Insert
Or
Bone
what are
saying
you planning?
insert Bone saying your SWGoH friends will give you some inside info.
But this is the thing, like, I openly talk to a lot of creators. And like I've talked about all sorts of weird teams with all sorts of creators that usually don't think about these sorts of teams. And the reason I ask certain creators certain questions is they're usually the ones thinking about the weirdness that I want to what's it. I watch a lot of the SWG creator community because of the weirdness of teams that they put out. And I'm going to be honest, my baby account has officially started the Hondo farm. It is
Okay.
going to make the push for Hondo.
Yep.
Why? Because he's a fucking menace. The second his kit landed, from that first bloody ability, before I got to the leadership, before I'd even got to this first special, I logged on onto my phone I favorited the entire farm and went, right, okay, after Kenobi, that's what we're doing.
What
Not Kenobi,
what are
Mace. That's what
his
we're doing.
requirements like for a beginner?
There is a lot of R9, so I'll just load it up
But in
here so we
terms
can
of
go
like
through.
legendaries and stuff, it's pretty
No, there's no
kind.
legendaries.
Yeah.
There's no nothing. So the first set is Athano, Hondo, Vet Smuggler Chewie, and Ezra. I think Vet Smuggler Chewie is needed elsewhere. Ezra
Yeah.
is needed elsewhere. Hondo is Hondo. He's needed elsewhere, but R9, okay. And Athano is going in the team, so you're going to want it at least R7. So, yeah.
Athanos with Maz, not Hondo.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he's going with one of the teams. We'll talk about that team in a minute. Next set was Quiggold Kix, General Skywalker, and Ray Scav. If you've got GL Ray already, you've got Ray Scav at 7. If you've got Lord Vader, you've got General Skywalker at 8, as well as for Ahsoka, I think he was required at 8.
Yeah.
So step into 9 isn't a bad thing. Also, it's protection. General
Well,
Skywalker loves protection.
there's your legendary
There you
character
go.
though.
Ah, yeah, he is a legendary.
And General
But
Kenobi's not because you can't farm him as such. You have to get him
yeah,
through the store.
but then again, you've got Kix and Quiggold. They're going to Maz. So initially, I'd leave them at 5 and 6, just to before we get to that team. You've got General Kenobi at 9. Now, yeah, you have to farm him through a store, and you use raid currency. You can have him in under 3 months at 7-star. The biggest sticking point here is so far General Skywalker. Brutus at R7, Bane at R7, Chirrut Imwe at 5. Even my baby account's already got Chirrut done because of light speed.
Yeah,
But
true.
that is probably the disgusting upgrade in this one. Then the last set is Silvo, Dooku, Bosk, and Ray's Millennium Falcon. Again, if you've got Ray, you've got Ray's Millennium Falcon done because she requires you to have the Radis or the Radish. Depends on how you want to take the piss out of the shit, but it's good fun. Bosk at R8. I'm never going to complain about an R8 Bosk. I've already got him at R7 on the baby account. He's just going to R8. Do not care. It's a tough as shit. Count Dooku at R8. I think that's a requirement for Lord Vader anyway.
Yep.
But I'll have a look.
It
I'll have a
is.
look. I will load the baby account on my phone and just have a look at all of this. And then Captain Silvo at R7. Okay. You've got some quite steep R9 requirements there. But overall,
Okay.
maybe.
Yep.
It's not, it's definitely not the worst thing to be going for a newer account.
Other than it not being
However,
accelerated, but you know, that's not really that big of a
that's
deal.
it. A load of people, and this is something that I did want to touch on. A load of people turn around all the time and say, "Oh, it's not an accelerated farm, so I'm not doing it." Why? Why not? Now, say you get him today, or you get him on release. You've got him for 3 months before the next wave starts to really do it. The free to play will start about 3 to 4 months in. But once they start getting it, still going to be strong. Still a very strong character. Yeah, we'll have developed counters by then. So they're coming in with a weaker version of Hondo because we know what to do against him.
I don't know whether you'd
It's
say it's
not.
weaker though.
It's only weaker because we know the counters by that
Yeah.
point. Once the free-to-play players start breaking into unlocking Hondo, that's where it will start to, we will have counters already. It won't be this is impossible. And probably by then his datacron will have buggered off. And that's the biggest part is does his datacron bugger off in time? At
And
the end of the
SME.
day, how necessary is SME? I would say because of the line in his basic where he calls an attacker and then somebody else, the fact that Smee is an attacker for that team and would be sat at about 16 to 17k offense, I think he's going to be very required. Now,
But Brutus could be there, and like Athano is also an attacker, right? Could be
yes,
subbed in to make do.
yeah. So you could sub it in, but something that we did talk about, as long as you're able to do hard conquest, which is something like I think somebody worked it out that you can do it in 5 months if the right light speeds come back. So very quickly you can be over 4 mil. As long as you're able to get shards of him. This is the important bit. When he hits 3 months, so he has been out, so he is already out now. What you should be doing is your store for Conquest should be pretty much always going, give me the shards for Steam. If you're going to make the push for him, all your Conquest tokens, Conquest credits, whatever the fuck they're called,
The
should be
burritos.
buying Smee. Yeah. It should literally be, oh, buy Smee, oh, buy Smee, oh, buy Smee.
Yeah.
He's 400 and something right now. If you are making that push, you should always be buying those shards. Would I say buy the 600 shards? Probably not. Where it's 600 crystals? Probably not. If you are 100% adamant that you want to make this push, yes, do it. But remember, you can unlock Smee, like mine unlocked Smee this time on the baby account. You can make plans to unlock in 4 months, in 3 months. You can make plans to unlock in 6. It depends how close to Hondo you really are going to be. If you are miles away, I would be turning around now and saying only buy the shit with the shard shop that you can afford to buy. Don't worry about, oh, but this creator says I need this. And they say, I need this now, sort of thing. Focus on what you need as an account over what you need as a GAC player. If your account is going for Hondo, you are likely to need SME. If you are going for SME, you are going to need to spend that currency correctly. It's not saying that there is wrong ways to spend it, because there isn't really. If you're buying signal data or buying gear, it's not the end of the world. What it does change, though, is how quick you are going to make that push. You cannot make that push completely blind and expect to reach the end the same time as everybody else. You are going to have to make the decision of, do I spend this here or do I spend it elsewhere? And if you are going to make the push for Hondo, who is a very, very strong team, I'm thinking the baby account should be roughly unlocking around Christmas
Okay.
for Hondo.
Not too bad.
It's, are you going to make that push? Because if you're not going to commit to that push, not going to commit to also bringing up the lifter unit of SME, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Now, I've just loaded my baby account so I can have a look. So I've already completed Dooku, Raised Falcon, and Chirrut. I'm going to now jump to here. Come on, phone. Hurry up. So I've got an R8 Skywalker, I've got an R6 Bosk, I've got an R8 Dooku that's done, I've got the R5 Hondo, I've got an R6 Kenobi, I've got the R8 Scav Ray, Smuggler is R5, Ezra's R3, Quigold is already 7-star, Athano is 5-star and farmable. I'll be farming that now as much as you can.
Yeah.
Brutus is 5-star, but 66 of 85, so he's not far off. Vane is 8 of 85. Hicks is 10 of 85. And Jod is 59 of 65. I'm probably going to be buying back just to accelerate the.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do need to see what the Smugglers Run 3 rewards are, because they have confirmed there is a Smugglers Run 3. They did also, I think, confirm there's R9, which is
Okay.
insane, because that could be a full R9 team required. If that is the case,
That's shit.
that is serious.
That's a bit shit.
Yeah.
It would have to be something really good.
Yeah. Like, you would have to be saying, here's 10. Like, if it was like the last level of the era battle, but permanent,
Okay.
that would be nice. Like, here's 2,000 crystals plus the droid brains, the battle computers, and that's it.
Yeah.
If that was the top of it, if you can underman it, and that is the important part, if you can underman that team, I'd be happy with that.
What
Even though it's you need R9.
what do you think the Maz team will be?
So Maz team is going to be pretty much as we expect. Let's have a look. So you will have Maz, you'll have Athano, you'll have Kix, you'll have Quigold, and you've got, is that the whole team? 1, 2,
No, there's
3. Kix, Maz, 2, Athano,
Oh yeah,
3,
that's right. Yeah.
Quigold.
So there's one slot missing. Who do you
Yeah.
think's going to take the
So
5th spot?
your choices are going to be between Emperor's Nest and Sanastaro, because you're never ever going to pull Hondo off
Balin.
Balin,
Yeah.
because there's too many callouts and it powers that team too freaking well.
Yeah.
So my initial thoughts here was Maz gaining a stack of profit. I'm looking at Maz's lead, and it's like gains health, gains protection, gains speed, scores a critical hit, they gain tenacity. Any power is instantly defeated by a back enemy. They gain death mark. Like, I would be tempted by Nest.
I think she's the only real choice at the moment, at least. I think she's the only real choice because Sana hasn't got that real pirate synergy. Nest doesn't really either, but yeah.
Well, here's the thing. So Sana, Rebel Scoundrel tanks recover 20%. What's it? So it's not Rebel or Scoundrel, it's Rebel Scoundrel. So lessons of coercion don't work. That is to all enemies. That has nothing for the team. She has counter chance, and all that is written out because of that. 10 speed. Like, don't get me wrong, Sana may have uses. But the
Really?
reason I'm thinking she may have a use, the reason I'm thinking Ness is actually the ignore taunt, the counter chance, the bonus protection, the
Yeah.
crit chance.
Yeah.
Is the heavy hitting. Like, the way I'm looking at that team is I need a team that hits hard enough that goes, get fucked. Now, we all know Nest can be a problem. Nest can just be a problem in general. But the reason I'm wondering Nest is all pirates and smugglers are immune to fear and gain foresight for 1 turn at the start of the encounter. When she gains a stack of profit, all pirate allies gain a stack of profit. Now, yes, Nest is limited to 5. There is no way around that. It is just limited to 5.
For balancing issues.
Okay.
They've said that, so that's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those where it's like I don't see a big thing around the Maz team being overpowered.
Okay.
I am more looking at this team thinking whenever an enemy attacks out a turn, they gain turn meter. If there's no Galactic Legends, Sith get screwed. Pirate allies gain max health and max protection and speed. Pirate ally scores a critical, they gain tenacity. Usually the way you deal with Nest is you stun lock her down so she can't gain buffs. If she's gaining tenacity, you're going to struggle over time with that, especially when she's got that critical damage. So Nest natural crit. All right. Critical chance is 71%.
Okay.
She then gains 30% on that. So she's got 101%. So you've got to basically reduce that crit down, which is critical avoidance. If you haven't got critical avoidance, at 101%, she's always critting. Because it's 100% over your value.
Yeah.
There isn't many characters in the game with a decent critical avoidance. Which means she's always critting, which then triggers Maz's leadership, which is whenever a pirate ally scores a critical hit, they gain 5% tenacity. So automatically there, if you could go critical hit build with Nest and a butt ton of tenacity to start her off with. Now mine is sat at 122%. Probably going to rework her a little bit. And if you could get like 150% tenacity with a little bit more crit chance, so she's sat naturally at 100%, so you would need like 30% critical avoidance to even do anything. If you could do that, that could make really goddamn annoying in that team. Now, remember, with Cosmic Plunder, we do have crit avoidance, but the maximum you can get to for crit avoidance is 50, 80, 100%.
Okay.
That is the maximum you can get to. That's still gonna have a percentage effect.
Yeah.
So that if you're going to be running teams like this, you need to look at the counters as well. I think very comfortably we're going to want to see more people have more diverse crons. I think that's the main thing here, is you're going to start seeing crons that have one role of crit avoidance. So, oh look, you've got Maz as the team that's on defense. You see it and you go, oh, there's Nest. So I've got my 25% crit avoidance cron, which means I can avoid some of the crits, which means she ain't stacking the tenacity up, which means I can still kill her. because you need that buff immunity to mean she isn't stacking the protection up, which is usually what you get stuck behind. You cannot take all the protection up off her.
Yeah.
But if you've got buff immunity on her, blow her out the water. But if she's suddenly got like over, well, she'll gain 5% tenacity. There's no cap on it. So what if she's suddenly up at like 200% tenacity? Your potency has to now be over 100% to even have a chance of putting in it. What if you've got her sat at like 200% tenacity naturally? Very soon and very quickly, that becomes out of control.
Yeah, that's
And
nuts.
I think that's when Maz is going to come into her own. Is you put shit like that on Quiggold as well. Quiggold, it's his unique, isn't it? When he's taunting, he gains 1 stack of retaliate for every 2 stacks of profit for 1 turn, which can't be copied. And it's like, oh fuck. Quiggold is going to become just as much of an annoying tank. But remember, he has to AoE. Everything is AoE. So if you can do mass retaliate, and that's the biggest thing here is mass retaliate fucked with certain teams. And Quiggold having no single target hit is how I think we'll beat this team.
Yeah.
I think we'll pull the team apart because of Quiggold. Hicks is going to make it annoying. Athano's going to make it annoying. But it is definitely the B team. It is 100% the B team.
Yes, absolutely.
But even then, I think taking that to Relic 7 as a B team might be a scary prospect. Take Quiggold up to Relic 9 just because he's a chunky tank then.
Yeah.
Take Athano to 7, Kicks to, well, my Kicks is 9, so I can't say much there. Take Nest up to 7 just so that she's a bit more annoying to deal with. And yeah, and yes, it is a whale noise. It is definitely whale noises coming out of my mouth. But honestly, I sit there, I look at this secondary team and go, it's still going to be strong. Remember, we do not get Maz for another month.
Yeah.
So she's going to come out when we already got Pirate Datacrons. Because she will come out at the end of the event, and week 1 of the event is when we'll have that Pirate Datacrons in 5s. 3s.
So
I can guarantee one of the factions will be pirates.
yeah. Yeah. Do you think that they will go heavy on her to try and boost her up so people see her as a really good team? Or do you think they're just going to go all on Hondo?
I think the Maz team is still going to be really quite annoying. I don't know if we'll see it on attack as much. I really don't. I don't think we will see that team on attack nearly as much as anything else. It's one of those where I think we are likely to see that on defense for the first week or 2 whilst we work out what the fuck's going on. And then from there, it's do we actually see it work again? Now, I have just found a video that I can put the link in here. This is the mastery video, guys. It's on Twitch. It will be in the comment, and it will be back at 57 minutes and at the end of the video for us. That mastery video is where this is going to come down to. Is the Maz team as good as we want, but she's critical avoidance, damage, and accuracy. Now she's going to be set at 70, obviously. Is that worth it? I don't know. I honestly don't. But every GL has been worth it so far. This secondary team, I like the fact that we've got a secondary team out of it. I really do.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that we've got a secondary team. But yeah, it's one of those where I am concerned. I am concerned that that team is going to be a society. But I think the Hondo team is 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've sat down and looked at both, and I did a lot this morning whilst just laying in bed and starting to plan. And I've got a notepad that is full of scribble of just, oh, I want to try this, I want to remod this, I want to remod that. And for the last round of fives, I will have a fully remodded account again for the how many time this month. But yeah, I've remodded my account like 8 times this month already, and we're not even halfway in. We're on the 13th of September when we're recording this, and I think I'm at like 9 full remods of my account, about to go into the 10th. So yeah, it's getting insane.
You got anything else on Hondo or?
So Hondo, definitely, until we know what's in Smuggler's Run 3, which is what I was hoping to have more information on as well with this. We got nothing. Like we got this last night, and I was like, are we gonna get like Smuggler's Run 3? Are we gonna get the next era? Are we gonna get anything else to go with this? Because all that news is like ridiculously big. And we got fuck all.
That'll be once Hondo's released, I think.
So what it is, we need to have the new era information drop as of Monday.
10 days left, I think.
Nope. We're in countdown. So the reason that the next update is on Wednesday, so that will be the 17th. The update after that will be the 1st of October. So we'll be well into the new era. So we need to know the new era Monday or Tuesday. Most likely Tuesday. We'll likely have other information coming out then as well. That like Tuesday is going to be another big news day.
Okay.
Which means next week is another big news week. God help you, Aussie Mike. God help you.
Hey, I've let you go. We're at midnight for me. I've let you say your thing, you know?
Yeah.
I'm happy to sit and listen because there's lots of ideas floating around, and yep.
And this is the thing, guys. We try to like give you the best time slot that we can, which is why Aussie Mike stays up. I would usually be eating now, and the cat would be eating as well. This is my lunch. On a Saturday, we have lunch at about 1 o'clock. We used to. It's now coming up to 3 o'clock for me, and I haven't had my lunch yet. And my mate has been messaging me saying, yeah, I'm about an hour away. I'm just stopping at McDonald's. What a prick. Stopping at McDonald's. He could have stopped at the one in town and brought me some.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, we do this because we actually enjoy the community. We enjoy having a laugh with you guys, and we enjoy seeing the stupid shit you guys get up to. And I love it because it's a bit of my community. It's a bit of this actual. We have the communities that come in from other creators that jump on. And if your favorite creator ever wants to come on, tell him to message one of us two.
Yep.
Tell him to message us. We will help. I don't mind any creator coming on because it's another point of view. Just another opinion. It's great because I can guarantee, even though I've got my remod list that I want to do, I will take those notes, and the next time I talk to Tass, it'll be, Tass, can we talk through something? I'll be, yeah, and we'll go through it. And it'll be an hour of going through, okay, so what if we remod this, and this, and do this? Because that's where we want to go. That's where it's better as creators to work together. It's better to have a laugh. And why the podcast is in the middle of the day for the UK, it's early for the US, and it's late for the guys that are Japan and that way in the world.
There's definitely like no Aussies listening live. I think a lot of
No.
them are listening on Spotify, which is fine. Like it's yeah.
And this is why we have it on Spotify. We have it on YouTube. We have it in as many places as we can have it for you guys. So you guys just get to listen into it whenever you need. And that's more where I like how we've got this podcast because we get to answer your questions. We get to talk to you guys about different bits and pieces that you're worried about. And you have the viewers questions section where you get to talk to us about different things and ask us shit. And it's really nice that we're in this position. But it's nice to have people messaging us asking, can I jump on? I want to talk about this. If somebody messaged the other day saying, like last night, and said to me and Mike, I want to jump on, I love Hondo, it'll be, yeah, do it.
Fuck off. We don't want you to talk about Hondo. No, just kidding.
well, we've managed what 2 hours 20 minutes near enough talking about just freaking.
Oh no, I
Hondo.
meant just like we don't like Hondo. Well, I don't like. You know what I mean? Yeah. Hondo is not a high list or not a high of interest character for me. So
yeah.
But you can come on talk about
It's one
other
of
stuff.
those. It's one of those where it's like he's not a high interest character, but his kit.
Yeah,
Oh,
absolutely.
fuck.
Now we've gone through the kit, and I think it's definitely something that's interesting. So, yeah.
And it's like I said, the day that he comes out, I will be streaming to my stream and YouTube, and we will go through the unlock. The day after, I will do it all over again, and I will then basically make videos from YouTube for us. And then I'll stitch all that together, throw it up on YouTube. It will be a day late because this is going to be like a 8 to 10 p.m. release update, and it's going to be a late stream me unlocking Hondo. But it is going to be a day one unlock, and we'll throw it against a couple of teams in the arena just to see what happens. We'll try whatever teams are around me, and we'll just throw it at it, throw it an auto, and see what it does. Because this is the other thing that I want to start us doing, is running the auto to see what the fuck's going on. Also, next week on the podcast may not be this background for it all, because we're going to try and set it up in a way where we can unlock Hondo on stream for you guys. So we'll have me replaying the Hondo event for the fuck knows how many time, because doing videos for it really does suck at times, because you'll make a mistake or you'll say something stupid and it'll be like, I can't be asked cutting the video apart. Delete video, restart.
Yeah.
You'll finish the fight and go, next fight. But honestly, guys, it's gonna be a very interesting Wednesday, and it's gonna be an even more interesting video because I'm gonna try without remodding anything. And that's how we're gonna start. We're just gonna start with the bog standard mods that we've been building up over the thing, and can we pull it off with mods? Like, it will do mods before it gets a massive remod. I will not do the massive remod on my account before I have unlocked Hondo. I will build it. I will have it ready to go for Hondo, but we will not do it. And we'll just go from there. We'll see if he is unlockable with just modding.
Yeah, I guess that's a point. How hard is the event going to be? That's going to be interesting to see. So,
And that's kind of why I want to do it on stream as well, whilst we're doing this, is because not everybody can see my streams because they might be too early. Not everybody gets to see this stream because it may still be too early or too late. I do get a lot of Australians in mine. I looked at my metrics the other day on Twitch, and like 20% of my actual viewership is Australian.
is that just me, or are there other Australians?
No, there's others. There's others.
Like me with like
The
8 laptops open for you.
But there is definitely others. And you sit there and you think, all the different creators that we are have all different time zones. We all stream at what is the best time for us, which is really, really nice to do. And that's why I love where we sit with this one, because we do get the Aussies pop in at the start of the podcast. We do get the US lot start waking up partway through. And yeah, we've had it before where we've had people jump on late and everything else. And I really think this podcast has grown so goddamn nicely. It's unbelievable. Like, I can't thank you guys enough for just being here. We talk about all sorts of bullshit on the days where there's no news. And usually it's like we would have made more of a joke about the conquest rewards still missing. And Aussie Mike does all his effort into giving us news sounds, whale images. I'll send you one of my whale images. It's more fitting. I'll send you, in fact, one sec. What I'll send Aussie Mike, guys, for those in Twitch chat, is I'm going to send him this to put in the corner whenever the whale thing comes up.
Yeah.
Because that is a lot more fitting.
Yeah.
It's whale. It's a little whaley.
Yeah.
And this is why I do enjoy this community, because we have people that whale. We have people that don't. And we can talk about all the stages in between. And yeah, my big account whales like there's no tomorrow. The little account doesn't whale as much. But still. It does still spend.
All right.
But
Are you finished with your little heart-to-heart moment? Can we do viewer questions?
Do we have to do viewers' questions?
We have 2 of them. 2 questions.
Quick, guys, you need more than 2 questions. We need to make sure Aussie Mike stays up to me. He needs to stay up very late. So let's start with viewers' questions then. Let's make a start. I will also pull them up because, yeah, I haven't even got Discord open at the moment.
The first question has come from Sop. So how do you think Hondo will handle without a dedicated Datacron set in this current Datacron meta? And will Hondo be the first GL to have a GL ship?
So to
start with the Datacron, I guess.
Yeah. We'll start with the Datacron stuff. I don't think he needs one. I really don't. With how brutal his kit is, I think it's horribly, horribly fun. I think it's more a case of Hondo without a Datacron is still going to be a freaking problem. But I
Yeah.
think the next set is guaranteed to be pirates. It's guaranteed to have one for Mars. It's guaranteed to potentially have one for Hondo.
I feel like they will bring out a Datacron for Hondo to make him even worse or even harder to beat than we think he will be, right? So we'll have 4 months where he is like stupidly hard and we'll learn counters for that. Then we have to learn a whole new set of counters because the Datacron isn't there.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Do,
not necessarily learn a new set because probably what can beat the Datacron Hondo will probably beat the non-Datacron Hondo, but
yep.
maybe not.
Now, just for a speculation moment, I just thought, what is the worst potential way they could make a Datacron for Hondo? And my exact thoughts was, whenever he gains a stack of profit, he gains an additional stack of profit.
Oof.
Sounds very simple.
Starts with like 90% ultimate.
Yep. Yep. He's basically one thing. Oh, look, next turn, ultimate.
I don't know whether Hondo will get a Datacron, but like, you know, Silvo, maybe, someone like that, might get a Datacron that will just boost that team a little bit.
But do you see how easy that could be?
Yeah,
Whenever anybody gains a stack of profit, gain an additional stack. It doesn't sound game breaking.
yeah.
But with Hondo, that is game breaking.
Actually, I'm now thinking about it more. So Hondo comes out without a Datacron and gets one in the next lot. So we've
Yep.
figured out counters for him just. Then a Datacron comes along and he just becomes stupid. And then we have to learn a new lot of data counters for him.
So what we're going to get is week 3 of this 5v5. You will see R9 Hondos kicking around.
Yeah.
And they're not going to have a ridiculous Datacron. I'm just going to have a look at something whilst I'm thinking about this and talking about it. You're going to have the ridiculous builds without Datacrons kicking in. However, you are likely to see the Athano Datacron on him because of the level 5, whenever he grants a buff, level 6, sorry, whenever he grants a buff, that ally gains turn meter. The level 3, whenever light side ally grants a buff, will be ignored. Bonus 1, pirate attacker allies gain 10% offense potency per debuff, per buff on them at the start of their turn until the end of their next turn. Pirate healers, supports, and tanks gain defense and tenacity. Yeah, I can see putting the kicks cron on Hondo to make him irritating little shitbag. So that's likely what you're going to see for week 3. Or you could see week 3. And this could be anywhere in GEC. Because I do know players that are newer whales that have semi-whaled for Hondo that this will be their first year.
Yeah.
And they are in Erodium. Or they are in bloody, one of them's in Carbashite.
And because
So
Kix's
you,
Datacron came from the whaling on him, so
yep.
not really difficult. Like, it's costly, but it's not a difficult thing to get. Doesn't matter. You could have got it if you had a bloody 800,000 GP account. So
Yeah. So anybody could see a Hondo on week 3. I don't think there will be a lot of them. I think half of Kyber 1 won't have it. You are more likely to see many people without it than with it.
okay,
There is going to be a very small community with Hondo with the kicks cron and being
Okay.
twat bags. Because that's what we're going to be. All that week, it's just going to be, and there's Hondo. Right, let's work this shit out.
Yeah.
But remember, the next time we see Hondo, he's very likely to have their own datacrons instead of just having the kicks one. It's very likely we will see all that information on Tuesday. We'll get new datacron information because that will be the load in for Conquest on Wednesday. So we're going to see that on in-game on Wednesday, but available to all of us lot, gnome-wise, on Thursday. Tuesday, sorry. So I've got Datacron videos to do next week. I've got Hondo videos. I'm going to be stuck doing videos again, Aussie mate. It's your fault. Your fault. Tell me, Ed, give us a break.
Do
Oh, wait,
you
that's Christmas.
do you think Hondo will be the first GL to have a GL ship?
No. I don't think they'll do GL capital ships anytime soon because it would mean it's far too exclusive. Because when you think you are going to have a farm for a new GL capital ship level event, to then say you need to have farmed Hondo with all that shit, that's going to be painful. What I think they'll likely do if they're going to do a pirate era next, a couple of these will get ships. It may be that it's 4 or 5 of these get ships. And what they'll do is here's a character that is the lead of that ship. That's how they'll do it.
Hmm. Yeah, like
Because otherwise
Silver.
it becomes, yeah. Otherwise it just becomes too exclusive for anybody to get to.
Hmm.
Because you must have whaled on Hondo, so then guys that are free to play are now having to force the way through Hondo, and they still can't, even if they could unlock the capital ship, they can't because they don't have Hondo yet.
Yeah.
They don't want to limit their income for the last couple of months where they don't have to.
Yeah.
They want to push their income as much as they can without limiting their income at all.
Yeah. I don't see it happening. Yeah. Unless they went back and gave all the GLs a capital ship. But that would just, yeah.
Yeah,
It
I
would be
don't
chaos.
see us having that happen. Simply because of the limitations it would cause. If they did limit things in that way, it would basically be shit. Like, it would mean if you haven't whaled on Hondo because you weren't excited for pirates and you haven't loaded up and you haven't got this, that, and the other, you then don't have Hondo shit.
Hmm.
Just don't have it.
Yeah.
So it's no longer, oh, I don't have Hondo, so I'll just get the next thing. Which is what a lot of us do. We go, I don't have Hondo, but I'll get the next thing.
Yeah.
So, okay, we just get the next thing. But if you then turn around and say, oh, yeah, it's going to be a Hondo capital ship. Wait, what? I've now got to whale twice. I've got to re-whale.
Could you imagine?
Like, for the big account, it would be fine. For the baby account, I'll be like, what the fuck, CG?
Yeah. Yeah, like it wouldn't bother me, but I just, yeah, that would be a bit rough from a lot of people.
Like, that is part of the reason I don't think they'll do it, is because it would be too rough for them to guarantee having a lot of people that will still happily spend on it. Remember, you've got to keep a community happy enough to spend. And that's the biggest thing is, are we happy enough to spend? Yes or no?
All right.
So, yeah.
Next question.
Yep.
Comes from Bane. What is your go-to drink and snack on a road trip?
So my go-to drink is usually a decent coffee or something with a decent amount of caffeine.
Okay.
I hate being in a car. I hate public transport more, but I hate being in a car. There is reasons for that. I got very used to shit drivers my whole life, and I mean properly shit drivers where you're sat there going, "Oh fuck, I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna die because they're driving like a prick."
Yeah.
And yeah, like you sit there and you go, "I really, really wish I didn't have to be in the car with you."
Okay.
And that's the stage I got to, is I really wish I didn't have to be in the car with these people. And unfortunately, that is still stuck, even though, like, some of my best mates are really good drivers. Their jobs are driving half the time. And okay, your job may be to drive, but
Just shit at it.
I won't get in a car. I won't get in a car with you.
Not everybody's good at their
I,
job, so that's understandable.
so my usual drink is something with enough caffeine that I'm bouncing off the walls enough that I'm going to ignore your driving.
Okay. Yep.
Because
And
holy shit,
snack?
I don't want snack wise. I'm currently messaging my mate because he is about to stop and collect some food on the way through, which is even better. Um, so I just said to him, like, what's the options? And he put, I can grab McDonald's, I could grab KFC, or I could grab Burger King when I hit where you are. And my reply was, yeah, grab Burger King, please.
Yeah, but on a road
So,
trip, what do you have in the car to snack on when you can't get to a Burger King or whatever?
oh, minstrels, M&Ms,
The what? What?
Maltesers,
Go back?
minstrels, M&Ms, Maltesers,
What was the first one?
minstrels. Do you not know what minstrels are? Is this another food that has not made it to our prison colony? I
Okay,
mean,
I googled it.
I've
Yes, all right. No, we don't have those.
God, I need to post you some. They are so
Milk
goddamn
chocolate
nice.
buttons with a hard glazed shell. Okay. No, we don't have
They are
them.
so goddamn nice.
And we don't really have an equivalent.
Oh,
Oh
I've just
wait, apparently
realized.
Woolworths has them.
Well, get your ass to Woolies.
Yeah, they do.
Go on, get your ass to
Let
Woolies
me
after this.
yeah,
You
okay. Let me go fucking break in because it's midnight, remember?
Yeah, you'll be there by 6 a.m. It's fine. But yeah, honestly, I
They're in
love them.
stock at my local
Um,
shop.
there you go. You can try some. I don't have to
Okay.
post you any now.
I wonder what
It,
aisle they're in.
it,
We do have a international foods aisle, so it's probably there.
well, would you class it as international foods, or would you class it
Yeah.
as
No.
the prison guards' food?
No, like it has like all the lollies and stuff from New Zealand are in that aisle, and like Waddy's tomato sauce. Yeah. Yeah. But yes.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll try
Fair
them.
enough.
I'll go to the shops and grab some. Yep.
Yeah, they are really, really nice. I will pre-warn, you will get very addicted to them.
They're
You
like
will get very
M&Ms.
addicted. Um, It's like M&M's on steroids.
Okay.
Is the best way of what's in it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll
So
give them a
yeah.
try. Yep. All right. So what is my go-to drink? Normally because I'm normally the one driving, so I'll be like a sports drink is normally what I will have, like a Powerade or something like that. And uh, Allen's Red Frogs are my snack. The little red jelly
Yeah.
red frog things. Yeah.
I've had them before, but we don't have them as Allen's.
Okay. What are they over there? Same thing though, I'm guessing.
They're just little red frogs that are really goddamn nice.
Yeah.
Slightly addictive.
Yeah. We literally had a like a movie night at home, so we got popcorn and we got snacks and stuff like that, and that was my my choice of snacks. So I sat and ate a bag of frogs after dinner while we watched the movie, and yeah, I would gladly do it again.
Fair enough.
What brand are they
Like,
over there?
I don't know. I just know them as little red frogs.
Okay.
I get there's a sweet shop like about 2 miles that way.
Okay.
And I put the little front scooter on, and every single Monday morning when I have to go to town, because I have to go grab all the pills and shit for basically living, I fly through, and it's just like, "Can I have 2 quid's worth?" And it's just like, "Yes." It's just like into the pocket,
Yeah.
snacks.
Yeah.
So I use them for like the ride home more
Yeah.
than anything.
Very good. I approve of
So
this
they
message.
they 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 do not last very long
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Which is the hilarity. I have sent you stuff on Discord as well, buddy. I
Have
don't
I?
know if you've seen it or not.
Okay. Yep. That's easy to do.
But yeah. But yeah, so that is the last question.
It
Now,
is.
next week, guys, it's gonna be chaotic. We're likely to have new Datacron shit. We're gonna have new era information. We're gonna have the Hondo shit in the background, because I'll just be playing through it. It's just so you guys get to see it, because there's not a guarantee that you will have seen it by then, or we might have weird ways of doing things that just make it easier by then. We'll have it in the background. I don't know if we'll be covering Datacrons next week or whether it'll be the week after. I think the week after is actually the off week, so we won't be covering Datacrons then, because I am actually spending the time away with family, as we do. But yeah, it's one of those where there's a lot of bits and pieces that come together. And yeah.
Yep.
So we'll be back next week here.
Yep.
I'm back tonight. Well, I'm probably back in a little bit because I'm going to jump on with Ranger in about 15-20 minutes. I'm going to have my food because my food is like 15 minutes away. I'm going to have that and then jump on with Ranger for a bit because they are doing fundraising for American Cancer Society today. It's a 12-hour stream, so we get to punish Ranger. It's always fun. You know the rules. You know the rules. Just make him do shoeies and laugh a little. Quite fun. Other than that, guys, I'm back tonight. I'm back tomorrow. I'm just going to be playing Dune. I'm going to be having a relax. It is the free weekend, so you guys can join us and have fun and do stupid shit with us. But yeah.
Too much sand for me, so
Well,
it's all
the
coarse and
sand gets
harsh
everywhere.
and it gets everywhere and
All I can say is you're welcome.
yeah. But yeah.
But yeah.
No, I might seem like I didn't say a lot this episode, but I actually enjoyed talking about Hondo, and I am getting excited. I'm getting there, but yeah.
Yep.
I'm
And
still
just think,
like not into the pirates, but Hondo seems very exciting. So yeah.
And just think, the event could be an absolute bug, and you'll never know.
Oh yeah, yeah, and I mean like that's the same. Like, awesome that you're gonna be able to do it. I don't have to do it. I'll enjoy watching it, but yeah.
Yeah. It will be that moment of, guys, honestly, some of these events in the past have been a pain in the arse. And
But then Ahsoka's
me
was like
being
easy, so
it was easy in respects to certain elements of it, where like the standardized modding was good. Like the modding that we just took into the fight was natural and fine. If we need the modding for Hondo this time, please no. It could be that our modding is completely wrong. So we just need to wait and see that. We just need to wait and see.
all right. Well,
Now,
anything else, or are we good to wrap up?
good to wrap up now.
Alrighty. Cool. All right. Well, we'll definitely see you next week. I definitely feel like a lot's going to happen, like you said. Good luck in GAC for everybody, and we'll see you then.
Yep. Have fun. We're gonna go raid Ranger. He is doing good things for good people.
Yep.
So let's go terrorize. And just remember, guys, you can use emotes over there, and just don't tell dad jokes, or do tell dad jokes. Never remember which it is.
Okay.
Never remember.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah. See you soon, guys. Have fun.
All right. Recording has stopped. Raid is in progress.
So remember, fuck you, Bones. Loud.
Oh, is it allowed over there? Is it?
I don't know, but
Oh.
I'm sure he'll understand and accept fuck you, Bones.
Okay. Raiding now.
See you soon, guys.
And that is